Life coaching. What is life coaching? It's when a person helps you, when you have a problem, when you have a question, and you go with this person, like a counselor, who can listen to your problems and give you some advice.
Okay.
Yes, life coaching, an advice, a suggestion. Guys, do you have a personal problem that you'd rather not discuss with friends or family?
Not really.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes.
Hello, Emmanuel. How are you, sir?
I am fine. Thanks.
Great to see you here, sir. Okay. Now, you're going to listen to an audio. All you have to do is tell me what problems do they talk about. Ready?
Yes.
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 Ask the life coach. Do you have a personal problem that you'd rather not discuss with friends or family? Get some confidential advice from our online life coach. Question 1.
Sometimes I think I ought to do some volunteer work in a school or a hospital, but I'm too busy just trying to make a living. I have very little free time, so I think I'd better not add anything to my schedule right now. Am I right?
Don't make excuses. You don't have to spend all your free time doing volunteer work. 3 hours a week is enough. Do some research and find an organization where you feel you can make a difference and do some good for other people.
Question 2.
My boss is a bully. He yells at me if I make a mistake, and he makes fun of me in front of my coworkers. I've tried talking to him, but it doesn't do any good. He won't listen. I guess I'm going to have to do something about this problem. But what?
It doesn't make any sense to ignore this problem, and you'd better do something quickly before it gets worse. Make an appointment with your human resources representative. You might want to take a colleague with you, too.
Question 3.
I'm meeting my girlfriend's parents for the first time next weekend. They've invited me for dinner. I'm going to do my best to make a good impression on them, but I'm really nervous. Any advice?
Make an effort to dress nicely and make sure you take them a small gift, such as flowers or chocolates. Make some nice comments about their home, the food, etc., but don't overdo it. You ought to let them do the talking at first. The most important thing, however, is just to be yourself.
Question 4.
My boss recently offered me a promotion. I've done a lot of thinking about it, but I can't make up my mind if I should take it. Sometimes I think I'd rather stay in my current job. I've got to decide by next week. What should I do?
Make a list of the pros and cons of each job and give each one a score from 1 to 5. 5 equals the best. Then do the math. Add up the points for each list and subtract the con totals from the pro totals. Which job has the highest score? Does that help you make a decision?
All right, guys. So for number 1, what is the problem? Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what is the problem in
Yes.
number 1?
Yes.
I think she's very busy to do more than 3 hours of volunteer work.
Is busy?
Yeah. She said that she doesn't have
Enough time.
time.
She needs more time.
She needs more time because she's busy?
Yes.
Okay, what about problem number 2?
He's bullying.
He's
By his
bullying.
boss. He has
Yeah,
he has a bully for his boss.
He is a bully. Like that, he is a bully.
He's bullied by his boss.
He's bullied. By his boss.
yes.
Number 3.
He's nervous to meet his girlfriend's parents.
Parents.
One more time.
He's nervous to meet his girlfriend's parents.
Met or to meet.
Yeah, to meet, sorry.
His, continue.
His girlfriend's parents.
Okay, and number 4.
He's got a promotion.
And he doesn't know if accepted or not.
He doesn't know what.
To accept or not.
Okay, now listen again and check.
Ask the life coach. Do you have a personal problem that you'd rather not discuss with friends or family? Get some confidential advice from our online life coach. Question 1.
Sometimes I think I ought to do some volunteer work in a school or a hospital, but I'm too busy just trying to make a living. I have very little free time, so I think I'd better not add anything to my schedule right now. Am I right?
Don't make excuses. You don't have to spend all your free time doing volunteer work. 3 hours a week is enough. Do some research and find an organization where you feel you can make a difference and do some good for other people.
Question 2.
My boss is a bully. He yells at me if I make a mistake, and he makes fun of me in front of my coworkers. I've tried talking to him, but it doesn't do any good. He won't listen. I guess I'm going to have to do something about this problem. But what?
It doesn't make any sense to ignore this problem, and you'd better do something quickly before it gets worse. Make an appointment with your human resources representative. You might want to take a colleague with you, too.
Question 3.
I'm meeting my girlfriend's parents for the first time next weekend. They've invited me for dinner. I'm going to do my best to make a good impression on them, but I'm really nervous. Any advice?
Make an effort to dress nicely and make sure you take them a small gift, such as flowers or chocolates. Make some nice comments about their home, the food, etc., but don't overdo it. You ought to let them do the talking at first. The most important thing, however, is just to be yourself.
Question 4.
My boss recently offered me a promotion. I've done a lot of thinking about it, but I can't make up my mind if I should take it. Sometimes I think I'd rather stay in my current job. I've got to decide by next week. What should I do?
Make a list of the pros and cons of each job and give each one a score from 1 to 5. 5 equals the best. Then do the math. Add up the points for each list and subtract the con totals from the pro totals. Which job has the highest score? Does that help you make a decision?
All right, let's check again. What do you have for number 1?
Well, I heard that she needs to organize her schedule.
She needs to organize Her what?
Is her schedule?
Yes.
Schedule? Okay. How about number 2?
I think that one is correct.
She's bullied? He's bullied by his boss?
Yes.
Number 3? Number 3?
He's nervous to meet his her parents, and he the recommendation is that he bring the chocolates.
Okay. And what about number 4?
I think that's okay. Number 4 too. He
Yeah.
got a promotion, yes, and he had to check the pros and cons.
Perfect. Now let's check the article. Go ahead and listen and check.
Ask the life coach. Do you have a personal problem that you'd rather not discuss with friends or family? Get some confidential advice from our online life coach. Question 1.
Sometimes I think I ought to do some volunteer work in a school or a hospital, but I'm too busy just trying to make a living. I have very little free time, so I think I'd better not add anything to my schedule right now. Am I right?
Don't make excuses. You don't have to spend all your free time doing volunteer work. 3 hours a week is enough. Do some research and find an organization where you feel you can make a difference and do some good for other people.
Question 2.
My boss is a bully. He yells at me if I make a mistake, and he makes fun of me in front of my coworkers. I've tried talking to him, but it doesn't do any good. He won't listen. I guess I'm going to have to do something about this problem. But what?
It doesn't make any sense to ignore this problem, and you'd better do something quickly before it gets worse. Make an appointment with your human resources representative. You might want to take a colleague with you, too.
Question 3.
I'm meeting my girlfriend's parents for the first time next weekend. They've invited me for dinner. I'm going to do my best to make a good impression on them, but I'm really nervous. Any advice?
Make an effort to dress nicely and make sure you take them a small gift, such as flowers or chocolates. Make some nice comments about their home, the food, etc., but don't overdo it. You ought to let them do the talking at first. The most important thing, however, is just to be yourself.
Question 4.
My boss recently offered me a promotion. I've done a lot of thinking about it, but I can't make up my mind if I should take it. Sometimes I think I'd rather stay in my current job. I've got to decide by next week. What should I do?
Make a list of the pros and cons of each job and give each one a score from 1 to 5. 5 equals the best. Then do the math. Add up the points for each list and subtract the con totals from the pro totals. Which job has the highest score? Does that help you make a decision?
All right, guys. So how are your answers? Number 1, she needs to organize her schedule.
Yeah, in order to get more free time for her.
Okay, so she needs to organize her schedule. Very good. Number 2, he's bullied by his boss.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 3, he's nervous to meet his girlfriend's parents.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, he's nervous about, not to,
About.
meeting. And the last one, number 4.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's got a promotion and he doesn't know.
Accept or not.
Not to.
Mm,
You already said he. He's got a promotion. So the complete sentence would be, he doesn't know if he should accept it or not. Yeah, is that better?
Yeah.
Yes.
yes.
Perfect, guys. Now look at the suggestions. Look at the responses. Which response do you agree with and which one you don't agree with? Okay, guys. So which response do you agree with?
With number 1, I think, for me.
Number 1, perfect. Why?
I think that 3 hours, it's good for a person to work as a volunteer.
Very good, Antonio. Thank you. What about the rest of you guys?
The same with the first one and the second one.
And the second one too? Thank you.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Who else do we have here? Annie. Hello, Annie.
I think
Hi, teacher. I agree with the second one.
The second one. Okay. Mariela. Hello, Mariela.
Hi, teacher. Hi, everyone. Okay, I agree with the first one and the second one too.
Okay.
I agree with the
Very-
second one too.
All right. Take a look at how we have different blanks, right? We have this blank
Yes.
and we have this blank and we have a lot of blanks. You have to complete them. What do you need to do? You need to use either do or make. Okay? Do or make. So let's go in teams and complete them, please. But you only have 2 minutes. Is that enough?
No.
No.
Perfect. Then let's go for 2 minutes. Hey, Sharel. There. Hi, Sharel. All right, now, Antonio and Emmanuel, please stay. Don't go. And I'm going to share with you the slide on the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Okay.
There. Go ahead. Oh my gosh, it's not going. Okay, it doesn't want, oh yeah, it went. There. So go ahead and complete this.
Okay, it says, sometimes I think I ought to do some volunteer work in a school or a hospital, but I'm too busy just trying to, I think it's make a living.
Yes. In the trees, don't make excuse.
Don't make excuses. Yes.
And you don't to have spend on the free time.
Do some research.
Do results and an organization where and can make
A difference, yes.
and make too or do.
Well, I think it's do some
good. Can you write?
I am writing the answers in my cell phone.
Oh, okay.
And share your screen, okay?
Yes.
Go ahead and share your screen.
Wait. I need to download the picture. Right. All right. So here's make, the first one.
Yes. Maybe we can answer, and at the end we can write the.
And here's make two.
Yes.
And he's do.
I think so.
And the next is make.
Make a difference, yes.
And the last one's to do.
Do.
All right. So the next one is
if I make a mistake. He makes fun.
For workers, it doesn't do, but it doesn't
do any good.
Any good. He doesn't want to.
I'm going to have to do something. It doesn't make any sense. Yes. Make an appointment.
I meet appointments. They have 14. I'm going to
do my best.
My best, and the second is make.
Make a good impression.
Make an effort.
Yes, make effort. And make sure.
Make two in the 3-1.
That one I'm not sure. I go for do some nice comments. Make some nice comments. I'm not sure.
And do the talking or make the talking? Do the talking.
Do the talking.
My boss make a lot, no?
Make up my mind.
Oh. Make a list.
I'm not sure.
Here's do the math.
Okay, good enough.
And the last one is maybe make a decision.
Make a decision.
Perfect, guys. Good job. You're finished, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, we did.
All right, everybody's back. Now let's check. Emmanuel,
Yes.
don't take away your screen. Let's work with your screen, okay?
Okay.
So the first one, I'm too busy just trying to make a living. Next, don't make excuses. Do some research. Make a difference. Do some good. Perfect. Everybody has that?
Yes.
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 Next, number 2. He yells at me if I make a mistake and he makes fun of me. It doesn't do any good. I'm going to have to do something about it. It doesn't make any sense. Make an appointment. Perfect. Next. Number 3. I'm going to do my best to make a good impression. Make an effort, make sure. Do? No, that's the other one. It will be make. Then the next one, you ought to let them do the talking. Perfect. Next. My boss recently offered me a promotion. I've made, so close, no.
Made.
I can't make up my mind, make a list, do the math, make a decision. Perfect. Now on the ones that are not correct.
It's I've done.
Make some nice comments. Can I erase it? Whose is that? Make. And what about the next one, number 4? It says, my boss recently offered me a promotion. I've
done.
Done. That's right. I've done a lot of thinking. There. Okay, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Now, go ahead, Emmanuel. We're finished, sir. Thank you. Very good. Now, make word webs for do and make and other expressions. Very quickly, guys. What words can we do with do?
Do the laundry.
Yeah. What else?
Do karate.
Yes.
Do homework.
Yeah.
Do exercise.
What?
Exercise.
Do exercise. Yes. Continue.
Do the dishes.
Do the difference.
Nope, that's not correct. That will be with make.
Okay.
Now, what expressions can we use with make?
Make a plan.
Make a decision.
Yes. Yeah.
Make money.
Yes.
Make
Continue.
effort.
An effort.
Effort. Make fun of.
Yes.
Make peace.
Make what?
Peace.
Make this?
How do you say pass?
How do you say what?
Pass.
Ah.
Peace.
Make peace. Okay, I understand you now. Yeah, make peace.
Ah.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh. Make a change.
make a change. Perfect. Now, find expressions on the web page with the same meaning as the underlined words below. Now, number one, Giovanni.
I should do some volunteer work.
Now, where is this in the article?
In the
In
first
the
line.
number one.
The
Yeah.
first.
Well,
Is it written the same way or is it different?
I think it's different.
It's different. How is it?
It's
Do
all two.
some volunteer work.
What?
Oh. I have to do.
Ought to.
Yes, I had to do some volunteer work. Number two. Who is that?
The four. Number four.
Number four. Is it the same or is it different?
It's different.
Yeah,
It's
what's the
different.
difference?
It says I'd rather stay in my current job.
I prefer and is I'd rather, right? Perfect. Number three. I have to make a decision soon. Who is that?
The second one?
The second one.
Second
Yeah,
one.
the second one.
Yes.
Are you sure?
No, 3-1.
Number three. Okay. How is it? Where is it?
I think it's the number two, and the answer is you'd better.
No, that's not the answer.
Okay.
Mm. Mhm. The answer it could be, I guess I'm going to have to do something about.
No,
It's not, I can't make up my mind.
no.
Mm.
Oh,
I rather stay in my current job.
No. Next.
Gosh.
The next sentence.
I
Annie.
got to decide by next week.
Yes. Number four. Who is this?
that's in the number two.
Yeah. And what's the sentence?
That I read before, it was the you'd better do something quickly.
Yes, you'd better do something quickly. There it is. Okay, guys. Now you have it in the WhatsApp message I sent you in the image. Can we please help me write them? What's number one?
I have to do.
Oh my
some
gosh.
volunteer work.
Yeah, to continue.
Some volunteer work.
There. What's number two?
I'd rather stay in my current job.
Okay. Number three.
I've got to decide by next week.
And the last one, number 4?
You'd better do something quickly.
There. Now, the new expressions that we have are from should to what?
Ought to.
Ought to.
Ought to.
Ought to.
Prefer to.
Rather.
Rather.
And
Would
rather.
rather.
Have to.
I
I've got
Up
to.
to.
I've got to.
Got to. And really should.
Had better.
Better.
Better, right? It's better. So we have 4 different expressions. Are you familiar with them?
Yes.
That's good. Sherelle, how are you?
Hi, teacher.
Hi. Are you okay?
Hi. Yes, I'm taking notes because I was late in the class.
Okay, but you're here. I wanted to hear you talking. So let's talk again about these new expressions, okay? Using had better. The structure is had better plus verb. So had better implies this is a warning. If you do not, something bad may happen. Example, you had better not drive in the snow. Notice how we have here the past participle form, but it's not in the past. This is an expression for a suggestion. A strong suggestion. Okay? Guys?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Because it says you had better not drive in the snow. If you drive in the snow, you may have an accident. Another example is you had better submit your homework. If you don't, the teacher may deduct points. Or you had better stop smoking. If you continue smoking, you will become ill. So notice this is not about the past. It's a strong suggestion for the future.
Teacher is
Yeah.
conditional.
No, it's not a conditional. It's a suggestion.
Okay.
The condition is to make you to let you know that is a strong suggestion because this is a warning. If you do not, something bad may happen. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not a conditional. It's a strong suggestion.
Okay.
Next is ought to. When you have ought to, it's an advice to suggest an action or to show that it is necessary. Yeah. Now, this is necessary. It's not a strong suggestion. It's a suggestion. Notice how we have ought to. Ought to. You ought to revise your lessons. Margaret ought to exercise more often. Or it's for probability. Our team ought to win this match for today. Or she ought to receive the package tonight. So it's necessary or probability. Next, we have the most common ones. Should, with ought to, might, or want. So we have the most common one is, we should invite your friend to my party. Then we have we ought to. And what is ought to?
An
A
advice.
suggestion, an advice, a suggestion. We ought to buy some soda if you have money. And then we have this one. You might want to. What is this? Might want to.
Like if you want?
If you want, yes, this is a suggestion for preference. Suggesting a preference. You might want to call your mom and tell her you are at a friend's house. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Teacher.
Yes.
O2 is a synonym of should?
Not a synonym, but yes, it is very similar.
But it's less common O2. It's more common should?
Yeah, it's more common should.
Okay.
And we also have must and have to, which are also I've got to and I'm going to have to. They are the same. And we have different examples. You can say I must, or I have to, or I've got to, or I'm going to have to. And then you have the different examples I have for you. I must fix my bicycle. Or I have to fix my bicycle. Or I've got to fix my bicycle. Or I'm going to have to fix my bicycle. And we have the rest of the examples.
Okay.
Okay, let's go for the next one.
I have to, but I'm sorry, teacher. Have to is just for affirmative sentences?
No, you can say the negative sentence. I don't have to.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
And prefer or would rather. Would rather do or would prefer to do. In this example, in this expression, rather is alone. Yes, so we have the moral would, the expression rather, and the verb. And the difference with that is that with prefer is would, prefer, and then we have the preposition to. Would prefer to, and that's before the next verb. After would rather, we use the infinitive without to. So with rather, we don't use to. Compare. Shall we go by train? Well, I prefer to go by car. Or, well, I'd rather go by car. Okay, we don't use to. Would you rather have tea or coffee? Notice the negative. I'm tired. I'd rather not go out this evening. Do you want to go out this evening? I'd rather not. I'd rather not do it by myself. Now we have in the comparative, I'd rather do something than do something else. So here we have verb, object, than verb object. So I rather stay at home than go to the cinema.
Teacher, so it's the same. Well, we can use it the same way. Prefer as a would rather.
Yeah, the same, but with the expression rather, you don't use the preposition to. That's
Okay,
all.
perfect.
That's the only difference.
Thank you, teacher.
So here we have the suggestions and advice in three categories. We have what's advisable, that means what is a recommendation, what is recommendable, what is necessary, and what is preferable. So for advisable, you have, you'd better do something quickly. Or I better not add anything to my schedule. This is advisable. I ought to do some volunteer work. You ought to let them do the talking. You might want to take a colleague with you. Advisable, okay? Next, necessary. What's necessary? I'm going to have to do something about it. I've got to decide by next week. You don't have to spend time on this. So this is necessary. It's more than advisable. And the last one is preferable. I'd rather not stay in my current job.
What's advisable? What's
Now, here I have some examples of some problems. For example, I can't find a job to pay my bills. We have the expressions. Better, better not, ought to, might want to, going to have to, got to, don't have to, rather, and rather not. Now, what can you tell me? You can tell this man. One example would be, you
Better
you better
not too desperate.
you better not get desperate. Perfect. Good job, Giovanni. Another one, guys, is ought to.
You ought to you ought to make some application.
Maybe turn in more job applications. Is that what you're saying? Is there another one you can think of?
You might want to take a look in the newspaper to find a job. You might want to take a look in the newspaper to find a job.
Yes, good job. Perfect. Okay, now let's go for the next one. What can you say? What advice can you tell her?
You
You
might.
ought to.
Hello?
You ought to ask for help, or maybe you ought to pay more attention.
Yeah, that's good. Is that it? Another one.
You better tell them the truth.
Very good.
You might want to take a vacation.
Okay.
You ought to focus in your final exam,
Okay.
in your mistakes of your final exam.
Okay. Is that it, guys? No more?
You don't have to be stressed.
Again?
You don't have to be stressed.
Okay.
Or you don't have to tell them right now.
Okay. Very good. You don't have to tell them right now. Very good. Now, look at the picture. What problem do you think she has?
Maybe she has an exam.
Perfect. So if she has an exam, what advice can you give her?
You'd better study hard.
Very good. Continue, please.
She should take notes.
Yes, that's right. But with the new expressions, mister?
She ought to take notes.
Yes, that's good. She ought to. Continue, guys.
You don't have to be how do you say distraído?
Distracted.
Distract.
Maybe you don't have to write a lot.
Okay, very good. Now let's take a look at the next. Yes?
You've got to eat before study.
Very nice. Now, what about this?
You ought to leave that girl.
Leave.
Leave.
Oh my gosh, man, that's harsh.
He had better not beg her.
Again, he had better not what?
Beg her.
Beg?
Beg, rogar.
Ah, he had better not beg her? Okay.
You don't have to forgive him.
Good.
You must run.
Get away from there.
But with the new expressions, with the new expressions.
She has got to make up her mind.
Okay, very good.
She had better to find another boy. A new
She
boyfriend.
had better to find? No.
No?
No, she had better to find?
Or she ought to? She ought to? I'm confused.
No, had better with two?
You had better find.
Yes.
Oh.
He might want to come later.
Okay. All right. Are you guys listening to my baby?
Yes.
Give me 1 little second, okay? Meanwhile, talk about this. Hi, my son. Talk about this lady, okay?
I think she has a headache, and maybe she had better take a pill.
Oh, she had better take a rest.
She had better go to the doctor.
You feel bad.
She ought to take a nap.
She ought to take vacations.
She ought to sleep.
Maybe she doesn't have to feel alone.
She ought to try to rest.
She must to talk with somebody else, someone else.
How can I say? She ought to receive a massage or she ought to take a massage?
I think it's take.
Take.
Take, okay. Thank you.
All right, guys. I'm back. So, how are we doing? Next?
Yes.
Yes, next.
Yeah.
Nothing? No ideas?
Yes.
You better save the world.
This is a new movie.
Yeah, it's a new movie.
Yes, I know.
So, can you give me a sentence, please?
In Doctor Strange, he needs to put the order in the old multiverse.
But with the new expression?
You ought to watch that movie.
Yes, you ought to watch the movie. Yes. You'd better not miss it.
Yes.
We are all going to have to get together to go watch it.
They had better do something quickly.
All right, next. Perfect. Now, here are some sentences with the blanks that you can complete with your own ideas. Yes? Now I'm gonna send this to the WhatsApp group so you guys can complete in Teams.
Okay.
Yes. All right, so let's see. There, let's go, please. There, go ahead. Are you guys finished?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you finish everything? Did you complete it?
No.
Yes.
Almost.
Almost?
Yes.
You need more time?
Yes.
All right, before you do that, we're gonna go back in Teams again with different teams, with different people. You're going to compare answers.
Okay.
There, okay? Now, please, Antonio, Giovanni, and Sherelle, don't go. Stay in session and compare your answers, please. Go ahead. Anna, Annie, and Manuel, go ahead. There you go, perfect. And go ahead, guys. Antonio, Giovanni, and Sherelle, compare your answers, please.
Okay, for the first one, I wrote, I ought to study tonight, but I rather go out. You know, I think you'd better study because tomorrow you have a test.
Okay.
In
Go
my
ahead, Sara.
case, I are to go to the party tonight, but I what's the pronunciation?
Rather.
Rather sleep. Letter B, you know, you think you better go to the party because it's funny.
Okay, well, I don't remember very well because I didn't write my sentences. I'm sorry, but in the first one, I remember that I ought to work tonight, but I'd rather go out. You know, I think you'd better. I don't remember the answers, but I think you'd better. Well, I don't remember, guys. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, what about the number two?
I got to make up my mind if I want to be entrepreneur. And letter B, that's a hard decision to make. You may want to think more about it.
Okay.
Okay, I remember that we wrote, I got to make up my mind if I want to pass the test. That's a hard decision to make. You might want to, oh, I don't remember the second one. What do you have, Antonio?
I've got to make up my mind if I want to get the promotion. That's a hard decision to make. You might want to be prepared.
Number three, I are to make an effort to do my activities every day, but it takes so much time. Well, you don't have to do all of them, but you are to try.
Okay, in that one, we wrote, I ought to make an effort to do exercise every day, but it takes, give me one second, but it takes so much time. Well, you don't have to do it every day, but you ought to do it 2 or 3 times.
Okay, I ought to make an effort to go to work every day, but it takes so much time. Well, you don't have to walk, but you ought to take a taxi. It sounds weird. I don't know.
Yeah. And the last one, Sharel.
We didn't, I don't have the number one.
Well,
We didn't at that time.
okay, we wrote, I have a friend who makes fun of me all the time, but I'd rather not tell him anything. And we didn't answer the last one, but it won't do any good to wait. I think you are going to have to, we didn't answer that one. What about you, Antonio?
I have a friend who makes fun of me all the time, but I'd rather not give him an importance. It won't do any good to wait. I think you're going to have to confront him.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. To confront him.
Yes.
Very good, guys. Good job. Now, you didn't finish
Thank
one
you.
of them, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, did you hear some interesting opinions here?
We are something what, teacher?
Did you hear any interesting answers?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
Sharel
Yeah?
answered it. Yeah.
All right. I'm waiting for your classmates. Oh, here they are. Hello, guys. Did you finish?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Awesome. Did you guys hear any interesting answers? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
Yes.
Did
Yes,
you hear,
teacher.
did you hear any interesting answers from your classmates?
Of course,
Yes,
all of them
teacher.
are interesting.
Very nice. Now, we would like to review some of the most interesting that you can share. Who would like to share a very interesting answer you heard? Nobody?
Do you need us to give us the answer?
No, I want you to share with me the interesting answer you heard.
Well, I heard from Emmanuel, but I don't remember at all. But maybe he can read it. But maybe he can
Okay.
share with
Which
us.
one was it? Number 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Number 1.
Number one.
Emmanuel, can you share with us number 1, please?
Yeah. I ought to work tonight, but I'd rather study for my exam. You know, I think you'd better take a break because you are tired.
Very nice, guys. Yeah, that's interesting. That's good. All right. Now, who heard an interesting answer for number 2?
I remember one, but it's for number 3.
Okay. Please share with us.
Okay, I ought to make an effort to make exercise every day, but it takes so much time. Well, you don't have to make exercise every day, but you ought to make exercise a few days.
Exercise is not with make.
Do.
Yeah, exercise is with do.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
You're very welcome. So the next one, who can give us an interesting answer for number 2 or 4?
Well, we write, but I don't know if it's interesting. Number 4.
Yeah.
It says, I have a friend who makes fun of me all the time, but I'd rather not to give him importance. I won't do anything good. It won't do any good to wait. I think you're going to have to confront him.
Very good. Yeah, that's good. And we're missing only one, number 2. Who can give us a good one for number 2?
I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got to make up my mind if I want to pass the exam. That's a hard decision to make. You might want to study hard.
Very good, guys. All right, thank you very much. Now we are finished for today. Okay, how was the class, guys?
Interesting.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good, it was nice, perfect.
Well, I like it a lot.
That's nice, that's good, Annie, thank you. All right, I'm gonna share with you some slides that will be homework for you, okay?
Oh my God.
Because we
Okay,
have no
teacher.
time to do it right now. Or would you like to stay and do it right now?
No.
Homework.
Yeah,
Homework, perfect. It will be homework.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Then, do you have any
Teacher?
questions? Yes.
Can you share the slides of this topic? Because I was late in the lesson.
They are in the WhatsApp group. Do you need more?
That's fine.
Let me check what I have in the WhatsApp group.
Okay, thank you.
There are only 2 slides, right?
Yes,
And you want?
the explanation of the difference.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I'll send them to you in a second, okay?
Okay.
All right, perfect. Are there any other questions, guys?
Teacher, I just only have one question about what we talked at the middle of the day. Will be any problem if I get to the meeting like 30 minutes after you're in session?
No, it's no problem.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. All right, guys. Then we're finished for today. Thank you very much. I will send you the homework and I will see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
See you,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
See you.
Everybody.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.